got real ones round them. Only got it take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we back up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up, I had to get back up. I can't take no off, you better call back up. I'm running it down to finish, I don't play it. Made it, kill it and did it again. I'm ready to know I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed?
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes buying time to his left. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
Yellow. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Attack.
Even. 4 down. Even. Ooh. 50. Mike's 50. Come on,
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They go read option with Wilson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On 3rd down, Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. Oh, and now some space to operate. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch. Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bullock good on the extra point. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out. Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. Caught here by Griffin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a run with McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
15. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mahomes being chased out left. He'll run it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Yellow. 50. Check my 50. 3 buds. He's crashing.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 17, Mahomes forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. He'll hit Jackson, complete. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Rolling to his right. It's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Now he's going to throw deep. He's got a man. Complete. It's a gain of 35.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 17-10 score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They go read option with Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. That's caught by Jackson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he slides to avoid the hit. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. When plays break down, that's normally when Mahomes is at his best throwing the football. But as we saw, he can run it too. Last year, 60 carries, 272 yards. Great elusiveness and speed. And the Chiefs obviously don't want him to be a running quarterback. But if he sees an angle like he did there, any opening, he has the ability to take it and run. On first down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 yards on the play. First down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He's going to take off with it. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Take 4, take 4.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Freeman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, he's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson dancing to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Second down and goal. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
They come out here in the eye. This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Wilson on the keeper. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, 43. Max 50, Max 50. I 7, let's go.
Mahomes looking to throw on third and 2. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And he finds his man Griffin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry now for Miller. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So a big kick coming now for Dan Bailey. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Kansas City, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles.